Romance is one of the most popular genres in anime for a good reason. It's always interesting to watch a popular girl falling head over heels for the seemingly unpopular guy. There's a lot of uniqueness to be found by telling these kinds of romantic stories in an animated medium, from wacky scenarios to in-depth symbolism. Welcome to DoubleDollars, and today we will be counting down the top 10 romance anime where the popular girl falls for an unpopular guy.
悪い、邪魔した。
初佐川はバカかバカなのか。私に変な気を使うな。国見に気づかれる。
Before we begin, if you want more anime top 10s like this one, then make sure to subscribe and leave a like down below. And if you have any other requests or just want to suggest more anime, make sure to leave a comment down below. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Starting it off at number 10, Gamers. Keita Amano is a rather dorky high school student who spends most of his time playing video games. He's not particularly smart, but he is very passionate about gaming. One day he has a random encounter with the most popular girl in school, Karen Tendo, and she suddenly invites him to join the gaming club. To her shock, he refuses, saying he only really wants to game for fun and not for competitive reasons. Meanwhile, Amano strikes up a friendship with another girl, Hoshino Mori Chiaki, but it quickly ends sourly while Amano's friend, Uehara Tasuku, tries to resolve things between them. Uehara is also stressed because his girlfriend has been rather clingy as of late. If you think there are a lot of relationships here already, you really have no idea. Gamers is a hilarious parody of rom-com's tendency to balloon misunderstandings to absurdly comical levels. If you're in for some dumb romantic fun with a surprising amount of progress, Gamers is for you. Number 9, Osamake.
演技だけじゃないし、私は好きだから。やだ、照れてる。かわいい。
Suihara Maru is an average boy who is very close to his childhood friend, Kuroha Shida, who happens to be one of the most popular girls in school. And one day she shocks Suihara with a heartfelt confession. Shockingly, for both her and the audience, Suihara actually rejects her and thinks of her more as a sister than a romantic interest. Heartbroken, Kuroha leaves him to his efforts of confessing to his first love, the school idol, Shirokusa Kachi. However, Kachi turns out to have a stable relationship already, much to Suihara's dismay. With his dreams of a first love now completely broken, Suihara finds himself lost on what to do next. Kuroha, finding out about this, approaches him again with a proposition: revenge. These two will scheme to get their love lives back in order. But will they succeed, or will they end up falling for each other? It's hard to tell with rom-coms these days, but Osamake is pretty fun for that premise. Number 8, bottom tier character Tomozaki.
やばい、話題がない。
何？
話題がないときは。
話題に困ったら服装や表情について話すといいわ。
Fumiya Tomozaki is the best TAC-fan player in the world. His skills are legendary and he's revered in-game. IRL, however, Tomozaki is completely inept in social situations, and his high school life is an awkward nightmare. So, basically most people's high school lives. In bitterness, he soon calls himself a bottom-tier character in real life, and goes on not doing anything to fix his situation. Until one day a top-tier TAC-fan player revealed themselves to be a beautiful and popular girl named Ao Hinami. Although Tomozaki is slightly superior to Ao in terms of gameplay, she proves that he can't use the excuse of being a gamer for his unpopularity. Aoi is now determined to help Tomozaki escape bottom tier by teaching him the dangerous arts of talking normally to people and not embarrassing yourself.
野崎ってアタファミ強いんだよね。教えてよ。
何？
だから私にアタファミ教えてって言ってんの。
は？
Number 7 Amagami SS.
これから少し付き合ってくれる？
でも、
付き合ってくれる？
Junichi Tachibana is an average high schooler looking for love. On Christmas Eve, he goes all out for a date with a girl he really liked, but was stood up on that day. Out of fear of it happening again, Junichi hides his true feelings for anybody he falls for. One day, Junichi finds himself with a surprising second chance upon meeting several people who he has a romantic interest. On Christmas Eve, he has to choose which girl he wants to pursue. This series is blatant about its visual novel roots and adapts pretty much all of the roots in the game as part of the anime. Junichi picks from one of 6 girls to date on the faithful Christmas Eve night. Will he pick the popular Haruka, the childhood friend Kaoru, the shy Sae, the athletic Ai, the sweet tooth Rihoko, or the mysterious Tsukasa? For this series, everybody gets to be the best girl because everybody wins.
根も葉もない噂を鵜呑みにして文句ばかり言う人、何にもできないくせに他人を見下して優越感に浸るなんてくだらないわね。言い返したかったらどうぞ。でもあなたたちに何ができるの？
Number 6 Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai.
マイさん好きだ
恥ずかしいからやめなさい。もっと別の形で誠意を見せなさい。
Puberty syndrome, a strange word, but it is the driving force for this entire series. A rare disease that only manifests in teenagers, which give them strange supernatural abilities they have little control over. Sakuta Azusagawa is a high school student of not much renown, who knows the existence of puberty syndrome and has even been a victim of it in the past. One day while in the library, Sakuta notices something very odd. Mai Sakurajima, a famous actress in her school, walking around in a bunny outfit. Even strangers, nobody seems to be noticing her rather scandalous getup. Sakuta soon figures out that she's a victim of puberty syndrome, and for some strange reason, Sakuta is the only person who can see her, or frankly, even interact with her. Together they work to find a solution to this strange problem, and along the way they meet more students who have been inflicted with puberty syndrome.
ダバいるか？悪い、邪魔した。
佐川はバカかバカなのか。私に変な気を使うな。国見に気づかれる。
Number 5 We Never Learn.
成り行き。
Nariyuki Yuiga is a mundane high school student who works and studies hard to cover his college fees and help his poor family. Since he spends most of his time studying, he has no time for socializing and has very few friends. That all changes when the headmaster offers him his scholarship, under one condition: teach 2 of the school geniuses on the subject they struggle most with. The mathematical genius Rizu Ogata, whose humanities grades makes one lose a lot of faith in humanity, and Fumino Furuhashi, whose science grade is beyond belief. More girls join in this studying harem rom-com as the series goes along, and Nariyuki's confused feelings are played with the entire time. If you're looking for a classic rom-com with the shenanigans you've come to love, We Never Learn is a great choice for you.
これからも一つよろしく頼むよ後輩。
Number 4 Horimiya. Kyoko Hori is a popular student known for her equal balance of beauty and brains, and one of the most beloved girls in the school. Meanwhile, Izumi Miyamura is a very quiet boy with poor grades, long unkept hair, and rarely talks to anybody at school. One day, the two unexpectedly meet in appearances they never thought others would see. While Hori is shy of her mama bear tendencies towards her younger brother, Miyamura is actually quite the looker when not in school. More surprising is Miyamura's tattoos and piercings, a far cry from his seemingly nerdy self in school. Although they are seemingly opposites in status and personalities, the two find a strange bond in having their secrets with each other. Miyamura spends a lot of time at Hori's home for one reason or another, and these after-school meetings soon blossom into something more. For those looking for a rom-com with great progress and non-standard main couples, then this is the one for you.
私はあんたが時々マジですごいのかマジでバカなのかわからなくなるわ。
Number 3, Komi-san can't communicate. Komi Shoko is the most popular girl in school, and unfortunately for her, it is not at all by choice. Her stoic nature and silence give people the idea that Komi is an unreachable goddess who doesn't need friends, only subjects to rule over. However, this is not the case at all, as Tadano Hitohito, an average boy who is very good at reading people, Komi is actually a socially awkward wreck. Her silence is the result of a communication disorder, which makes it difficult for her to reach out and talk to people. Once they are both left alone, Komi opens up to Tadano about her condition, and Tadano finally understands how lonely Komi must have been feeling all this time. With newfound determination, Tadano promises Komi to help her win her goal of getting 100 friends by the end of their final school year. It's a tough road ahead for these two dorks, but with the help of the friends they made along the way, plus a little bit of luck, Komi is sure to overcome her struggles and find happiness. Number 2, Nagatoro.
彼氏そうです、付き合ってますねえ先輩。
やめろよ。
Naoto Hachioji is a high school student who spends most of his days idly drawing sketches in his notepad or painting in their club room. One day, his peaceful routine is disturbed by the relentless bully Hayase Nagatoro, when she picks up one of his sketchbooks and starts making fun of his stories within them. So much, in fact, that Nagatoro actually brings him to tears. With a slight pang of regret, Nagatoro comforts him with a handkerchief to wipe his tears. From there on, however, she spends most of her free time teasing Naoto, who she calls Senpai in a sarcastic manner. Though he is annoyed, he soon finds that Nagatoro has a strangely possessive streak with her, and finds himself protected from others bullying by Nagatoro. In this love, or a sick form of ownership, why not both, some fans say, for those with a bit of a masochistic side, Nagatoro is a fun rom-com to watch.
お前のやる気を見に来たんだが。ここは満軒か?
And number 1, my dress-up darling.
私と二人で。
いいんですか？よろしくお願いします。嬉しいです。
Wakana Gojo is a surprisingly tall high school boy who spends most of his school life waiting for the day to end. His highlight at the end of each day is being able to go home and work on his Hina dolls, a hobby he desperately wants to keep a secret from his peers in school after a traumatizing encounter with a girl as a child. Sometimes he even sews in class while everybody is on break. One day, however, he is caught in the act by the popular gal Marin Kitagawa, whose confidence and style are a foil to Gojo's own mundane shyness. At first, he is scared to be judged by her, but to his shock, she starts getting giddy and even commissions him to help her with a cosplay she's working on. Though worlds apart, their shared passion for their hobby strikes up a friendship that might weave into something more. And that's the video. So, did you like our list? How many of these shows do you plan to watch after watching this video? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe as well. Like always, thank you so much for watching this far, and I will see you in the next video.